All right, hey, what's up, guys? So we're gonna go over part 2 of chapter 19 of the manga verses. I figured I'm gonna go ahead and put out part 2 first, so that way you guys can get plenty of verses talk, and then I'll put part 1 out afterwards. Okay, so first page of the new chapter 19 of verses, we start off where we left off, where Jachi was confronted by the Titans that are Gory, who Gory is supposed to be like the sixth son of Gimbok. They're his squadron, they're his group or whatever. Jachi said that he wanted to fight them. So we start off where Jachi literally punches this Titan, and very similar to what he did to the wizard in the first chapter, just blows this gigantic hole in this Titan. This Titan is dead. He's done. Oh my goodness, bro. Look at this. This part of his body isn't even connected anymore. That is crazy, bro. Jachi is crazy strong. All right, so let's go down here. And again, we see he flew pretty far too. And then we got this cool pose of Jachi with his fists extended. And he says, "Is that all you've got? This is far from fun." So now we get a little bit of concern of an expression on the face of some of these Titans, right? They're very shocked, like, what? And they say, "Rat bastard, kill him. He's an enemy." Now remember, when the Titans were going against the Neo-Humans, as soon as the Neo-Humans killed one of the Titans, they all started shouting enemy. And then that's when they turned berserker. So the term enemy seems to be a term that Gimbok has taught the the Titans to understand that when there's an enemy present, you just need to kill him, right? But then they hear wait. And this is where we get our first look at Gory, okay? Gory is the sixth of the 100 sons of Gimbok. Now, Gory is gigantic in comparison to these other Titans. Like, look at these arms of these Titans here. Look at Gory's arms. Gory's arms are just huge, bursting with veins and all this muscle and stuff. He's got this crazy, almost like mane going across his body. You can tell that genetically, Gory is physically superior to a lot of these other Titans, right? I mean, he's holding this gigantic tree as a weapon, essentially. And he pushes this Titan out the way. And we got Jachi down here, and Gory says, "Let me, he looks fun." So Gory's kind of looking at this as an opportunity to have some fun, similar to Jachi. It's almost like they're so used to not having a challenge. Once a challenge potentially gets put in front of them, they're so excited to engage in it because they want to have fun, right? Almost kind of reminds you of Saitama, because remember, Saitama's always looking for a good fight, which is why he joined the karate tournament. Now this says here, the Titans crown Brothers of 100 Arms, Wild Arm Gory. Okay, so this kind of puts some stuff in perspective, because I remember when I first heard the term Brothers of 100 Arms, I thought they were talking about Gory. And I thought it meant like Gory had like 100 arms. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? You know? So Brothers of 100 Arms is just the title of essentially all of Gimbok's sons, right? All 100 of them. And it says Wild Arms Gory. That probably means that Gory fights very wild-like. There's really no technique and form to him. He just looks to crush things, is what it kind of seems like. Now, one thing I want to point out here before I go to the next page is that I've noticed that since the Titans have been presented to us, all we've seen is male Titans. At least not that I can recall. We have not seen any female Titans, but yet Gimbok has 100 sons. So are there female Titans? And if so, where are they? Like, are they locked away somewhere where only Gimbok can get to them? Or, you know, like, I really wonder, where did these 100 sons come from, and why have we not seen any female Titans yet, right? All right, so here, Jachi says, the pack leader's here. That'll make things quick. I'll give you 10 seconds. I promise I won't move an inch in the next 10 seconds. Give me everything you got. Bro, Jachi is such a G, bro. This is the second time we've seen Jachi be like, bro, just give me everything you got. Because remember, he did that to Hollow in the first chapter. He said, hey, take your sword and strike me with it. He said, I won't move an inch. I'll let you hit me as hard as you want to with your sword. And then Hollow was like, you fool. And he grabbed his sword and he hit it across Jachi's face and it broke on Jachi. So this is the second time Jachi has done this, and now he's doing it to this gigantic, physically super strong Titan. Like, Jachi is so fucking OP, bro, and I love it. I love how strong Jachi is. These Titans here, they're like, what? Like, this dude is crazy. Because they think that Gory is super superior as well. They're kind of spectators at this point. Jachi says, come now, you best hurry. I am busy, you see. I don't have time to spare on the feeble and weak. Whew, boy, I'm telling you, man. Jachi, he's like, bro, time is money. Like, I'm busy. I got things to do. I'm not going to spend time with you weaklings. Now, when he says that, you know who that reminds me of? That reminds me of Kiva, right? Because that's how Kiva felt towards humans. They're not worth anything. They're so weak. They're so pathetic. But then when Kiva was on the other end of that scale against the Madarins, then he started to reflect. It's almost like he started to feel regret, like he felt bad for looking at the humans the way he did, because he understands that there's even something that's stronger than me. So it's not within someone's power to dictate how strong they are. Certain creatures and certain people have limits. And I think that Kiva got that mindset of you need to be strong from Jachi, because Jachi is kind of talking in a similar way, right? So Gory looks pissed off, bro. Veins in his face and stuff. He's fucking, he just called them weak. And I'm sure Gimbok's sons, all 100 of them, are probably never used to hearing those words. So here we see Gory just takes off and hits Jachi. We can see Jachi gets laid out right here, bro. He gets laid out. I'm thinking he just gonna eat it and be standing in the same spot, but no, he actually gets laid out by it. Now, one thing I want to point out that Kiyotaro Azuma does in his drawings, which I love, and I think it's a really great design. When it comes to these Titans, when Kiyotaro Azuma draws hair on them to kind of give them almost like a unique look, he draws it in a way to where, honestly, bro, it kind of reminds me of a lion's mane, right? He doesn't draw hair on these Titans like little whiskers here and there. No, like he'll draw almost like a full-on mane on their body. And I think it looks really cool, bro. I think it gives them a very animalistic, beast-like look, and it makes them look very strong and powerful. I really like the way that Kiyotaro Azuma designs that. This is where that name Wild Arms comes in. He's just kind of flailing away. There's no technique or form to it. He's just looking to pulverize Jachi at this point. And then we get this really nice image here of Gory throwing his last strike. And I really like this image here because it shows Gory. And again, we're seeing all the muscle, right? We're seeing the broad shoulders and the traps. We're seeing the almost lion mane-like hair that protrudes off of his back and off the back of his head here, showing the might of this Titan, especially compared to these other Titans behind him. He's this strong, guys, and it doesn't look like he's went berserk at all. So here we see the spectating Titans, we see Gory, and then Gory says, hurry, you say. I only take orders from my old man, the chief. Interesting that they talk like that. They kind of talk very normal. He calls Gimbok my old man. So the Titans who are spectating, they're shaking in their boots, bro. When they see the strength and the brutality that Gory displays, they just get scared. And then Gory says, we're leaving. Tisk, what a waste of time. So Gory is thinking at this point, like Jachi wasted his time. Like, man, this was a waste of my time, this little weakling. Gory turns around scared and hears, that's 10. So that's Jachi saying, your 10 seconds is up. Oh, bro, Jachi, go, bro. God, look, bro, I just want to take a moment to appreciate the art of Kiyotaro Azuma. This is a really simple image here, but, bro, just the contrast between this black and the white and then the shading, and it's very simple shading, but he just does it so well. Look at the veins, bro. I feel like this is a very simplistic image here, but it's also so detailed. You know, you get to see his mane back here. You get to see their jaw. They have a very unique jaw here. You see a lot of the structure of the muscle, his bone structure here. It's just, God, man, look at the teeth. You know, it's so good. Kiyotaro Uzuma is so good. Jachi says, what a letdown. And he's walking up towards Gory. Perfectly fine, by the way. Look at how strong Gory is. Look at these traps, bro. Look at all this muscle. Muscle on top of muscle. Jeez. Jachi says, mighty foe of another world. I was looking forward to see what you could accomplish. How disappointing. So then he actually begins to fly up towards Gory. So he's taken flight now, and he's approaching Gory. He says, it matters not. Now perish. And he gets ready to throw a punch. Man, look at the way his shoulder armor was drawn. Oh my goodness, bro. I love all the spikes that the demons have. I love all the spikes. I don't know what it is. It just gives them a very unique look. I love the spikes. It's like the Titans have the manes, the demons have the spikes. Really cool. Gory is terrifying. And then he just decks Gory in the face, bro. Knocks teeth out and stuff. This is a very powerful punch here. Very similar so far to what it looked like when Bragnite ate the giant hearts, became really strong, and then he punched the giants in the face. But this looks like it's a stronger impact though. And then we go back to the area where the kaiju and the Madarins and the demons had fought, right? We see this gigantic kaiju footprint here. It says Sorcerian area, the ruins of the human base. Wow, so this is what's left of the human base, bro? Wow, bro, this is crazy. These kaiju are a problem, bro. I wonder if Jachi's gonna have this same ease with the kaiju. I don't know. So we see here, it says detecting biological survivors. So this Madarin here is looking for survivors amongst the demons. I don't know if he's looking to finish them off or if he's looking to just make sure that they're all dead. And he says, goodness, they left me here all on my lonesome to wrap up the investigations. So this means that, remember, there was 4 of them at one point. So it looks like 3 of them took off. They left to go wherever. And they left this one named Yuki. Look at this, guys. Like, he doesn't even need a device. Like, their technology is so advanced. He's like essentially doing computer work on a simulation hovering in the air while he's flying. Like, it's so crazy. Bro, look at this. You see this sphere that kind of orbits around his head? Like, look at the shading here to show the 3-dimensionalism of it. Oh my God. So good. So he says here, the new biological species, demons, they come in a variety of morphologies, but that's all there is to them. Is there even a point in recording information like this? So again, this Madarin is shading on them. They, they look different. They can make different transformations and stuff, but that's all there is to them. They're all weak. They're all not important. They're not even worth recording, is what he's saying. Just the disrespect, bro. Then he says, the Earthlings disappeared when we weren't looking, but that won't be a problem. What's most important is finding more intel on that mega kaiju creature. So that is one thing that these Madarins are taking note of. They're like, that kaiju was a problem. We couldn't mess with it. We need to figure that out quick. So that boy, the kaiju boy. And then here we get this force that's like stampeding at him essentially. And he notices it. He's hovering in the air. He turns around, but arms folded. He's still not really concerned. And then here we have what we see a silhouette of what looks to be a Titan. I'm assuming that this is Gory. Bro, look at how fast he is skating across this land. Look at all of this debris right here, bro. And then he lands essentially right in front of the Madarin. Oh, bro, look at his face. Yep, that's Gory. Look at the nose. That's Gory right there. Dang, he got fucked up. What's this now? A corpse? Oh, so I guess Gory's dead. Woo! Gimbok is not going to be, I don't think he's going to be happy about that. Now, whether he's not going to be happy about Gory being dead because that's his son, or he's not going to be happy about Gory being dead because that makes him and his army, essentially, of sons, that makes them look weak, right? Now, this gives me old school Dragon Ball Z vibes. And I don't know if maybe this is just because everybody is influenced by Dragon Ball Z, even other mangaka artists. But you see how Jachi is flying in from the distance, and he's got that silhouette around him, kind of like how the DBZ fighters would when they were flying in the air, as he's flying down where he knocked out Gory and where the Madin is standing. And then even when they show him close up right here, this is very similar to how we would see DBZ fighters flying in, right? This is the perspective that we would see them at. So it's just very Dragon Ball Z-esque to me. And I love it, man. It's a great, like, vintage look to it, right? I pointed out in a video previously when the other demon executives came to help Kiva, and I was like, man, they're just giving me Dragon Ball Z vibes, you know, and that's what I'm getting right now with this chapter and Jachi flying in from the distance like this, man. This is crazy. But I love it, though. Here, let's get a quick little close-up here. Jachi's over there. The landscape looks really good. He's flying in from the distance. You got Gory just done. Bro, look at his leg. It's mangled. His arm is mangled, bro. His face is caved in. You got the Madin just standing there like, looks like he got fucked up. And then you got Jachi just flying in, just hella confident. We see the Madin, and he's scoping Jachi crashing down from his fucking like 1,000-mile-an-hour flight there. And look at all this that Jachi is digging up, just trying to land. That just shows not only from the landing how strong he is, but how quick he is, bro. Oh my, and look at this pose. Like, again, arms crossed. That just gives you the impression that they're badass, bro. They ain't got a care in the world. They just keep their arms crossed. But notice how the Madin has his arms crossed as well. So they both feel like they're the superior one. Then we got Jachi down here. The Madin just kind of scoping him out. And he says, huh, really? So it looks like Jachi coming in took the Madin by surprise. And the Madin says, another demon again. I thought the Mega Kaiju was back. I was worried for nothing. Whoa, okay. So the Kaiju has the Madins freaking out. He was like, oh shit, I thought that was a Kaiju. You had me scared for a second. But at the same time, he's kind of disrespecting the demons once again, like, it's a demon. You ain't shit. I thought you was a Kaiju. And he don't even know. It's a demon lord. It's Jachi. But bow down. Oh my goodness, bro. I can't wait. He's seeing the after results of the battle. He's looking now on his demon army. And yeah, that's crazy. Okay, next one. All right, guys. So this, I really wanted to talk about this panel, right? Okay, so we're seeing the demon army here. This is what Jachi is seeing. We're seeing out of Jachi's eyes right now. This is the demon army right here. This is more of the demon army destroyed. And then here we see the decapitated head of Kiva, okay? Now look at this. Look at Jachi's expression when he sees this, and the last image he sees is Kiva's head. He looks upset, bro. Now again, I had speculated in the past that I think it's a possibility that Kiva and Jachi may be related. I could be wrong because Kiva had specified that he comes from a very wealthy family, like a first-class family, and then he was recognized by Demon Lord Jachi. So I don't know if that is still the case, but it just seems like Jachi kind of has some personal ties to Kiva. Like he cares about Kiva's well-being. And again, that's strange for someone like a demon because demons are very selfish. And again, everything is about power to them. If you're a weakling or whatever, but it seems like even though Kiva isn't on his level, he still cares for Kiva. So I don't know what's going on there, bro, but I'm sad. Bro, this is Kiva's head. He looks done. He's dead, bro. At least from what I can tell, he's done. Like Kiva's been with us since chapter 2. And I'm not gonna lie, like, Kiva's a piece of shit. You know, he killed some of his own demons when he was trying to kill the Madarins and stuff like that. So it's not like he's a good person. But I don't know, I just kind of grew this attachment to Kiva. And Kiva, kind of like Mike was saying, to me is kind of like a landmark. You know, like Kiva's, I don't know, he just been with us. So to see Kiva dead now is just like, damn, are we really never gonna see Kiva again? Like, I don't know, man. It's bothering me. I don't know why, but it's bothering me. So, and that's what I was saying when I put out my last video, is we all kind of like Jachi, and even before Jachi, I kind of grew attached to Kiva and stuff. So it's crazy that he's probably dead now. All right, so going below, Jachi asked the Madarin, "Did you do this?" And the Madarin responds and says, "Do what?" What he's paying attention to is like simulation stuff. Then Demon Lord Jachi says, "The hero was here. I'm certain of it. Where did the humans go?" And the Madarin responds and says, "Ha, I'm busy, okay?" So, God, no respect. Oh, okay, there goes the second eye right there. God, look at this perspective, guys, of Jachi. There's just something about this one. Just kind of looking up towards Jachi is just really cool. So the Madarin, he's like, "Look, I'm busy." And then he throws an attack at Jachi. He says, "I can't be wasting time with losers like you," which is ironic because that is essentially what Jachi just said to Gory. And he throws an attack at Jachi, but Jachi just stands there, bro. Because remember, Kiva had to scream at the attack and create this barrier around himself in order to protect himself. Jachi just standing there eating it, bro. Just eating it like a G. Oh my goodness. And then look, I think this is the magic aura around Jachi, because remember, Jachi's magic is so powerful that when people who are essentially weak just stand around him, they can actually start dying from the magic aura around him. So I think that's what this is. Like, the magic aura around him is so powerful that this attack that the Madarin just gave him up here, it just doesn't even affect him. That's crazy. And then Jachi says, "I can assume that you were the one who annihilated my soldiers then." So I think he's just kind of going based off of the attack that he just was confronted by. He's like, "Oh, you must be that nigga. You must be the nigga that, yeah, okay, all right, for sure." So the Madarin, he takes pause a little bit. He's like, "Whoa, hold up." And he says, "Oh, now this one." So he's referring to Jachi, I believe. And as he's speaking, Jachi goes in for the attack. And he says, "This one isn't like the other losers. You damn Skippy. This Demon Lord Jachi, nigga, the fuck?" And he says, "Know your place, foreign creature." And then the Madarin says, "Try me." Just, I ain't gonna lie, the way Jachi just talked right now, "Know your place, foreign creature." It's a little cheesy, but hey, I get it. It's old Sorcerian times and stuff. I get it. And they both throw a punch at each other. Now remember, these Madarins, they punch hard as fuck. They put a hole in Kiva's stomach when they punched him in the stomach. So they're strong. And then we get this image here. Wow, look at this. So I can't really zoom in on this part because my picture will be in the way, but as you can see, the Madarin is here. He's got his position, and then Jachi is kind of airborne, it looks like, but he's connecting with a punch of his own, and this creates this like impact shock that blows up around them. It creates a crater, the earth around them starts to shatter. It creates this explosion of electricity and power, essentially. This is crazy, bro. Let's see if we can zoom in. Wow. Wow, look at the detail in this, bro. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. It looks like the Madarin is surprised. He says the other demons don't even compare to his strength. So he's probably thinking in his head right now, God, look at this Madarin, bro. The detail and the shading and stuff, it's so good. This is what the Madarin says. This one here must be the king of the demons. So he thinks that Jachi is the king, but he ain't the king. He's a lord. So then it looks like the Madarin tries to quickly act, and he uses his gelatin-like abilities to wrap himself around Jachi's body, and he throws a pretty hard kick, it looks like, knocks Jachi back. So I'm not gonna lie, guys, when I saw this, when I saw him hit Jachi like this, I got a little concerned. Because I was like, damn, I hope you don't start beating Jachi's ass like the way he did with Kiva and the other demons. Because I ain't gonna lie, I thought the other demon, the demon executives, I thought they had a chance. But then they started getting their ass whooped a lot, and I was just like, oh shit, and they got fucked up. So I got worried here. So it looks like the Madin does some more stuff. I don't know exactly what's happening here because it looks like he kind of flew backwards. But then here, he kind of came back. He hit Jachi with a really powerful, he like kicked him here. So he like spun into him and he's kicking Jachi's chest here. And then again, look at Jachi, bro. Fuck it. He got Jachi's legs in the air, bro. When I saw this, I was like, bro, don't tell me this Madin is about to fuck Demon Lord Jachi up. I was like, bro, if he fucks Jachi up, I don't know. It's a problem. But we gonna keep on reading. Jachi laid out. He says, but you've made enemies with the wrong alien. Unlike Galia, I don't know how to hold back. And he's about to hit Jachi with another laser blast from his eye there. Look at that, bro. I love the way Kiyotaro Azuma drew this, bro. You got like these rings right here, and then you got the blast coming from his eye. It's like, again, he draws it so beautifully, bro. That's so fucking cool. Look at Jachi's body right here, bro. When I saw the body, I was like, bro, that body looked like it's in shambles, my nigga. I was like, Jachi might be losing here. He might be getting killed. Then he zaps Jachi here. I was like, bro, don't tell me this is done. It looks like he hits Jachi with a splash of water because it says splash here. So I think this is water. So think about this, guys. This Madin is using laser beams, right? Like energy. Then he uses electricity. And now he's using water. And I don't know, maybe at some point he used fire too. So it's like these Madins could actually use elements to attack with, almost like the Avatar, which is kind of interesting. So let's keep that in mind. I don't know why, but I feel like the fact that they can use elements to attack, I feel like that's going to play a role later. I don't know why though. They show the after effect of him hitting them with the water attack. It sounds like Pokemon. The Madin right here, and then this looks like Jachi's like shattered, bro. Like he's just in shambles. So I don't really know what to make of it just yet. So here, this is where I got surprised. Jachi just comes back and his outfit is shredded. Or I said outfit, his armor and cape. But then he decks the Madin in the face and it looks like it really fucking hurts. So we take from this, Jachi was just attacked by this Madin using a lot of strong attacks and using all kinds of different elements that we saw really took out the demon executives. But as a demon lord, it's not affecting him. So it's like he was kind of just absorbing the Madin's attacks, kind of seeing how it affected him, right? He was kind of gauging the Madin. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is kind of a weird pose. Then he says, that looked like magic, but I sensed no mana. What was that? So Jachi is curious. Again, he's like, you use these elemental attacks, but it seems like magic, but I didn't sense any mana from you. Then he says, it's not bad. Show me more. This is where I was like, yes, Jachi is not affected. He's way stronger. So the Madin did not whoop his ass yet. And then the Madin says, you. So they do just that. They continue to battle in the sky. They're both flying and stuff. So here it kind of seems like they're hanging with each other. I still don't really know what to make out of this yet, right? They are showing the fight in detail. They're showing specific attacks. Hence, even this one right here, they're showing the Madin going from here to there to here, throwing all these attacks at Jachi. He's hitting him in multiple different places, but Jachi's still solid as a rock, right? The Madin says, the compact surveillance body is taking damage. He's stronger than I am. So the Madin is referring to himself, and he's referring to his body as the compact surveillance body. I don't know exactly what that means, but hey, it means something. So here it looks like Jachi threw another punch. Oh, it knocked the Madin way back, and the Madin says, what is happening to this planet? First there was that mega kaiju, now there's this monster. Yeah, y'all niggas came to the wrong one. Y'all thought y'all was gonna come here, fucking lay the humans out. Nah, nigga, there's demons here, titans here, kaiju here, parasites here, curses here, wild green life here, outlaws here, nigga, mecha ordinance here. Yes, y'all gonna get every inch of this smoke. Yeah, bro, this is so exciting. So exciting. All right, then we go down here. Jachi chilling. He chilling. So we took all that damage. I mean, even a lot of his armor is still intact. So shout out to whoever makes Jachi's armor. Says creatures like him are rare. So the Madin is speaking about Demon Lord Jachi. I didn't imagine I'd have to use this so soon. And then he kind of activates something in his heart and chest area. And then here we can see that he starts to change form. Let's go on to the next page. This is interesting. I wonder what all that stuff is. God, look at Demon Lord Jachi, bro. He just looks so fucking cool. And here we have it, guys. This is the Madin. Compact surveillance body. Space plate Shinra. Okay, so I'm confused here. He says compact surveillance body, but he said that his compact surveillance body was taking damage. So I thought he was referring to the body he was just in. So wouldn't this be a new body? Maybe he's saying I'm transforming from compact surveillance body into space plate Shinra. Maybe that's what he's saying. This looks cool as fuck, bro. His head kind of looks like a daisy flower or something like that, but it's really interesting. Their body is still kind of keeping that elusiveness to it, and their head is orbiting over the body itself. I love how they're kind of keeping certain elements from the original, but they're just like making it more complex almost. And then I really wonder what these are that are floating around him. This actually kind of reminds me of Iron Man from Avengers Infinity War, when Iron Man had his nanobot suit. Jachi's peeping it. He's like, oh, okay. Madin says, you wanted to see what I could do, right? Well, I'll show you just that. Oh, he talking shit now. He got that little transformation. He think he doing something. So he uses a move called gravity distortion. And then here it looks like he's kind of creating like almost like a black hole. And then it looks like it's actually starting to pull in Jachi. Okay, so as you can see, his cape is flying that way. All this debris is flying that way. And he does look at his expression on his face. He looks surprised. So he's getting sucked in to this black hole here. This kind of reminds me of Tatsumaki from One Punch Man when she uses her telekinesis powers. So he's sucking Jachi in, and it looks like as Jachi's being sucked in, he fucking kicks him in the face. It looks like Jachi's head is way back there. Damn, bro, he had Jachi hyperextend. Bro, I don't like the way he's having my man Jachi like legs up in the air, hyperextend backwards. Like, bro, this shit getting damn near disrespectful. So then after he kicks him, it looks like he sucks Jachi back in again. And then he hits him with a punch this time. Damn, has him laying, oh my God, bro. Sucks him back in. Oh, bro, the disrespect. The disrespect. He's sucking him back in over here. I don't like this. Space distortion, fast forward. Fast forward, so maybe he's speeding it up. Oh, yep, he sped it up. Wow, damn, he's fucking beating the shit out of Jachi, bro. So this black hole is located behind him. So it's not getting in the way of him hitting Jachi. And they're showing him hit Jachi this way, that way, this way, that way. Like, Jachi's getting fucked up, bro. Look at the way this is drawn, though. This is just so impactful. You got all of this going on here, all of these after effects. Then you got all of these sound effects in the background. This is just, God, that's crazy. So he takes the black hole and hovers it above his palm. And then he actually just throws the black hole at Jachi's abdomen and launches him towards the earth. And then, wow, look at that perspective, guys. Look at this. The Madin is way up here, and then he knocks Jachi all the way. Damn, bro, that's like 70 feet into the earth. Oh, he got my man Jachi buried. He's buried. Look at this black hole, bro. It's weighing on his abdomen like it's a boulder. And then the Madin here, space monsters come. So it looks like those things that were orbiting around him are starting to take shape. So they transform into these like bio monsters. So they're attacking Jachi down there. Over here, it looks like they're biting him up in the hole right here. And then the Madin says, phew, like, whew. Then he says, the space plate is strong, but but it can do too much damage to the celestial environment we're trying to investigate. Okay, so it sounds like he's saying the form that he's in right now can do damage to the environment somehow that they're trying to investigate, so being the Earth. And then he says, I really don't want to use it too much if it's going to make me lose data. Okay, interesting. We're gonna keep that in mind. All right, and then here he says, I need to report this to Gala. Then he says, the demons are not all weak. We need to be cautious. You damn Skippy, bro. But guess what? You clocking out too soon, bro. Because bam, an explosion happens right beneath him, and look who crawls out of the pit. Jachi said, nigga, I'm ready for them ones. Okay? That's crazy, bro. Look at this image. This is really cool. The Madin hovering in the sky there. Jachi standing out of the ditch. I like this image of the Madin right here. That looks cool. And then he says, you don't die, do you? And God, look at Jachi, bro. Not a scratch on him, bro. This is where I got excited because I'm like, yes. He's essentially just absorbing all these attacks because he's trying to feel out the Madin. He's trying to say, are you really strong or are you just playing like you strong? He's just taking the hits, but he's not actually taking any damage. It doesn't hurt him. Oh, look at this image right here. Ooh, no pupils, what? He chuckles and he says, not bad at all, foreign creature. Don't let me down now. Okay, so like Piccolo takes off the cape, but unlike Piccolo, I mean, Piccolo's shoulder plates and his cape, it was a weight to make him more quick when he has it off. But for Jachi, it looks like when he takes his shoulder plates off in his cape, it looks here, God, look at this, bro. Before I explain, look at this. Oh my goodness, bro. He got more, bro, he looks cold. He looks cold, bro. Whew. God, look at this image right here. Look at this image of Jachi. Holy shit, this is crazy. Look at all the muscles, bro. This is crazy art. Hey, you know what though? I'm just noticing when he threw the shoulder plates down, look at what it did to the ground, bro. This thing must weigh a ton. And then it exhales like this, like it was eating his energy up. Like this shoulder plate and the cape, it's like it's keeping him from like hurting other people around him. Look, this Madin shook, bro. He shook. Ah, bro. And then way up here, hopefully it's not too far in, guys, but it says, so it shows Jachi again right here, looking cool as fuck, bro. I ain't gonna lie, a little bit right here, just because it's the silhouette of him, and so he kind of looked like a genie right here, but it still looks cool. And then he says this is the Madin talking. He says his biological stats are rising. Unbelievable. Could it be that equipment of his had been consuming his energy this whole time? He was just toying with me. That's crazy, bro. And then look at the, Jachi says now, and then he's pointing at him like, yeah, shall we fight? Ooh, look at Jachi, bro. That's clean, dog. That is clean. Oh man, that's crazy. All right, man, so just real quick, we just gonna talk real quick. So incredible chapter, guys. I'm not even gonna do a full screen for this. We'll just keep the image of Jachi right there and we'll just talk about it real quick. A lot going on. See, this is what we love. This is what we love as opposed to One Punch Man. We'll wait a month, but when that month is done, bro, hit us with at least 30 something pages. And that's what Kiyotaro gives us essentially every time. And I love it. I get it. It takes time, so if you gotta take a month, hey, do what you gotta do, bro. But when you bring it to us, bro, give us that fire, bro. And that's what Kiyotaro Azuma did. Like, me personally, I thought that we were just going to see Jachi deal with the Titans. I didn't know we were gonna see Jachi deal with the Titans, see the after effects of him dealing with the Titans, then see him pull up on the Madin that was left behind in the battle, and then essentially watch the first half of their fight. Like, bro, he gave us so much in this chapter. It's crazy. And when we get action in this, bro, we get that action, bro. That's why I had to talk about every panel in this chapter, because the whole chapter was amazing. The art, amazing. Oh my goodness, I loved it. Now, one thing I thought that was really interesting, you guys got to think about this. Jachi confronted the Titans on that mountain that Hollow and Paka and them are going to, and it took them like days to get to that mountain. So Jachi done whooped Gory's ass all the way back to the Fortress for Humanity location, bro, which I don't know how far it was, bro, but he knocked the shit out of him, bro, all the way back to the Fortress for Humanity location. Was not expecting to see a transformation for the Madarins. It looked really cool. I love how all of these different species have these different designs. And don't get me wrong, I'm a real big fan of the realistic look in a sense of like kind of how Jachi looks, all the muscle, all the detail and stuff. And the Madarins don't have as much detail in them, but that's okay because we have so many other creatures like the Titans, the demons, etc. who do have a lot of those features that I'm good with different styles of the way they do these anatomies. So I'm cool with it. Now, I want to say this, guys. So obviously, it seems like Jachi has this under control. He's about to put these hands on this Madarin, right? However, we do have to understand that as powerful as Jachi is, this Madarin has still forced Jachi to take off his shoulder plates and essentially the equipment that is kind of keeping his energy isolated. He's having to expose his energy in order to take this Madarin down. So it still shows that these Madarins are really powerful, because otherwise Jachi wouldn't even have to take his shoulder plates off, right? So even though he's got it under control, it still shows that these Madarins are very, very strong. So what I think is going to happen in the next chapter, chapter 20, bro, at least, you know, what I'm kind of thinking is, I'm hoping that they kind of wrap this battle up between Jachi and the Madarin. I hope they show us what actually happens, but I hope they wrap it up. And I'm pretty sure that Jachi is going to lay this Madarin out. And I wonder, is Jachi going to give this Madarin an opportunity to go and report that, hey, I basically got my ass whooped and it's real out in these streets? Or is he going to just murder this Madarin, and then the other Madarins are going to be like, hey, where's fucking Tom at? You know, and then they realize he's fucking dead, and then they go and investigate and stuff like that. So I don't know, but hopefully they wrap it up in the next chapter. And then I kind of feel like we're either going to go back to where the humans are with the outlaw world, or I kind of feel like we're going to go back to where Hollow and Paka and Bass are. I'm cool with either one. I would love to see some more with the outlaws. I'd love to see something really fucking cool. I mean, I'm sure if we go with Hollow and Paka, we might see the warrior that Paka was talking about too. You know, bro, it's so much going on in this story, but it's also exciting. It's also cool. Like, I just remembered, oh yeah, Paka said, there's that nigga on my world, and they're about to go see him, and we're gonna see how strong he is, I'm sure, like, and how cool he looks. Like, bro, it's almost too much, but I want it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But yeah, bro, this is by far way better than One Punch Man. Way fucking better. I'm sorry, Yusuke. I'm sorry, my nigga. I'm sorry, bro. But the crazy thing is I can't even say I'm sorry to one, because Versus is one story. You know, this is his new baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, one is an amazing writer, bro. Mob Psycho 100, One Punch Man, and Versus. The dude is a fucking genius, bro. He's an amazing story writer. But as far as Yusuke Murata goes, now look, bro, I want to say this. I'm not saying this to say that Yusuke Murata ain't shit, because before Versus, bro, Yusuke Murata was giving us that crack, bro. The manga for One Punch Man, especially during the Boros fucking action, the Monster Association arc and shit like that, like, he was giving us that crack, bro, and we were eating it up and we were loving it. So I'm not trying to disrespect him or anything like that. Yusuke Murata is still amazing, and he's my second best. But I gotta just give credit where credit is due, bro. Kiyotaro Azuma has really stepped it up. Even for the first couple of chapters, he was killing it, bro. Some of the images within the first like 10 chapters, I felt like kind of fell flat, especially when the Neo-Humans were fighting the Titans. I really wasn't impressed with that battle. I really was not. I gotta keep it real. but he's since stepped it up since then, and hopefully he redeems himself with the Neo-Humans and the Titans later. It's just weird. It's like when Yusuke Murata is falling short, Kiyotaro Azuma is stepping it up. And I just gotta say, bro, I'm enjoying Versus more. I really am. So at this point, Versus is just way better than One Punch Man in almost every way at this moment. So I don't know, man. Hopefully Yusuke Murata, I mean, they're not watching my shit. You know, I only got, my channel ain't nothing. They're probably following other people, but they ain't following my shit. But if he were to watch this and hear what I say, I hope he doesn't take it as disrespect. If anything, I hope he takes it as constructive criticism and a realization of, damn, I'm falling off and I just need to get back to where I was. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's it, guys. Those are my opinions on chapter 19 of the Manga Versus. Amazing fucking chapter. This reminded me of, I think it was like chapter 12 and 13. Like, it was just fucking amazing, bro. But hopefully we get more greatness to come and stuff. I hope you guys really like this review. If you did, hit like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.